Good afternoon. Good evening. Oh, whatever time of day it is that this reaches you. It's grand rising for me. Hell yeah. Welcome aboard the crazy train. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, well, what do we have here? I don't know, but I'm willing to find out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope I made this public so people can come in here. Please tell me I made this public for the love of sweet baby Jesus. Is it public? It is public. Okay, thank God. Okay. Own your own dream. Own your dream. Own it. Possessive of self. Possessive of its own experience of self. Owner of thoughts. Self-thoughts, all self, mental and emotional self, how you feel about yourself, supporting, loving, nurturing, compassionate thoughts for self-experience. Ooh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be possessing myself. Ain't nothing else going to be possessing this flesh, okay? It'll burn trying to. Okay, all right, all right. Own it is also used with the possessive to emphasize that someone or something belongs or relates to a person mentioned. We are not owned by others. Not by their wants, not by their ideals of us, not by their thoughts of us, not by their emotional fluctuation that we have connection to. No, we are not in a state of fear. No. We are in a state of faith. We experience fear and go right through it. That's the difference. That's the difference, folks. Feel the difference. Feel the fire become the flame. Alice, what do you have to toss in here? Let's throw some curveballs at people. Welcome aboard. All aboard. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. So I have something, a pimple that has taken up residence on my face that I'm not happy with. Thank you, mask. It just reminded me that I've been in the public a little too much lately, and I don't fucking like it. And just like anything else, all up in my space, I'm trying to invade, not inspire, invade or influence, not inspire, is going to get popped right out of my fucking field just like this zit did yesterday. And then I'm going to have a witness because, you know what? I called my 12-year-old son in 11, almost 12. Comes in, I was like, hey, Drake, come look at this. Look at this, bro. And I showed him the fucking, you know, the leftovers, the evidence. He's like, oh, there is something wrong with you. Yeah, and what is wrong with me is exactly what's right with me. Oh, ho. All right. No shame in my game. No shame. Welcome aboard the crazy train. All aboard. Toot toot. Here we go. Alice, what are we going into? Oh my. My wings just came out. I don't know if I'm ready. Let's just jump. Fuck it. All right. I don't know if I'm ready. Believe that you are, and all of a sudden you are. You're ready. It's just like the light came on. Like that. It's a belief. Believe that you are ready. Okay, I'm going to write that down in case I forget. Believe you are ready. What are you ready for? Ownership of self. No more victim card. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, when you believe there is no victim card, that's false news. I ain't swallowing that pill today. All right, Alice. You remember those negative thoughts I was just talking about up here? We do not belong to other people's thoughts about us, right? Past or future thoughts about us. We do not belong to those. We belong to the right now in ourselves. I think I said that. I sure did. Ownership of self, possessive of self, which means if you you try to possess me, I'm going to set you on fire. How does one possess something? Well. I've explained this in another way, but I'm going to use the same fucking situation. I'm going to use the same example, and it's going to be just a different way of applying that nasty ass skill we acquired over the year of getting fear of not getting what we want. Oh. All right. Oh, no! Fire in the hole. Somebody, I'm dizzy as shit. I'm going to light some Palo Santo. We gonna... Does this look like anger? Please. Yeah, it is. And it's passionately so. I'm going to burn right fucking through this. Fire in the hole. Fire! Palo Santo, your ass. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ew, the veins are even real. Ooh. Never in a jam today. Not when you lit with passion instead of stuck in obsession and false thoughts that aren't even yours, under fucking possession of something else. So, let me just fucking bring this to the center right now. Promises that never come true. Well, why not? Well, if you're not the owner of your own thoughts, which would be self-supporting, emotionally self-supporting thoughts, nurturing, comforting, compassionate thoughts of self, right? You're in the ownership of something else, which means an external entity, which means you speak we did at one point spoke empty words of sweet nothingness, pretending to be what we think, well, what we want once. So we're actually a lie. So when we, get what we thought we want, and then we're, the lie on the other end of the stick. This is where we got stuck in our own false belief of self. Oh, or if we're the one on the other end of the stick holding on to the lie, knowing it's a fucking lie. Why are you holding on to the lie? Out of fear of loss? Oh, hell no. You better believe in yourself. You better believe in yourself, because belief in self does not have a fear of loss clause, right? If there's a fear of loss, well, I want to know why I'm afraid of that loss. What kind of power is it possessing over me that I don't fucking know about? Ho, because that ain't true love, folks. That's addictions. That's codependency. That's control. That's not good. Take your sugar-coated lies, tell me what I want to hear, lying to protect me ass, and get the, I'm not fucking around today, sis. No. Why? Because this is where we shatter the illusions of self. This is where we're shattering those old thoughts. I'm literally fighting an old thought of myself. I'm literally up in here like, come on at me, motherfucker. Like, woo. We getting crazy today. We gonna break a shell. I'm gonna break it. Let me shatter it. Oh, demolition. It's like one of my favorite parts of rebuilding. Oh, let's do this. Let's do it. Why is everybody so afraid of demolition? That's the best part of shattering things. This is the demolition of fear. Because why? Well, because when you demolish the fear, you are no longer owned or possessed by it. Fear is evil you have no wish to embody, by the way. Yeah, we're going to now belong to our own dream, right? Be rare and free. Believe in ourselves. Believe in our freedom. Believe our emotions. Believe in ourselves. Trust in our intuition. If the instinct is not trusting its own intuition, it's not possessing itself. I'm going to rip shit to shreds. Oh, I'm going to love it to shreds. Oh, it's time to hug a grenade. Oh, wait, I'm the grenade. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hug myself. I'm going to blow this motherfucker up. Passion. There are not many like you. Crazy ass shit. Nope. We believe in what's going to happen next. Well, you don't have to know what's going to happen next, like indefinitely, right? You don't have to have control of what's going to happen next, but what you do is you feel it. This is ready for an adventure, ready for discovery, ready for curiosity, ready to write the next chapter. Well, how do you write a new chapter? You have to turn the page up. Oh, believe you are ready to turn the page. Ownership of self. No more victim card. You just, precipice of change, the pause before action. I'm not ready. All right, let's go. That's it. Just a decision. Pause before the change, precipice, right? And then, whoa, just like that. It's literally a light bulb. Light bulb. Holy shit. So we have believe. These are strange encounters. What if on the off chance you are what you pretended to be, right? What if on the off chance you are what you pretended to be, but what you lack is the trust in self, the faith in self? And this is where, instead of becoming a lie that you're not, right, you allow yourself to have trust and go through the fear of loss, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of anything that you've ever experienced that you are terrified of that holds grief in your body, and you just go through it, right? What if you're not actually pretending to be this shining, charming, empty, false nothing, right? What if you are the sweet treat that you pretend to be? And the only thing that is a lie is the fear that blocks you when you get what you get what you most desire, because it's so fucking intense it scares the living fucking shit out of you. It is emotional fear, and that causes you grief, and then you guilt yourself, and then you shame yourself, and this is where you free yourself and you decide to believe in the strange encounter of self, this sensation, this intuition, and this is where you become free of any fucking doubt, any skepticism, any criticism, any superstition that you ever, whatever that you cast out as disbelief is now belief. It is, whoa, we gonna write a whole new story now. Yep. Rare and free. We're free from what keeps us from being what we pretend to be, which is what we actually are, and what we're pretending to be is fear. Belonging to your own dream. Now, if that isn't a fucking conundrum of shit, I don't know what is. Alice, the fuck? Of course. There's 2 rabbits in this whole entire fucking deck. And this rabbit's like, it's time. It's time. We gotta get there. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go right now. Gotta go! Oh! This is the passion that's lit. Following the abundant messages that are coming in through your intuition. Following that now moment. Following. We ain't following it. We become in the fucking moment. We're chasing the moment. We're chasing the moment. How are we chasing the moment? Because we're clearing out the past. And all of a sudden we get to the moment and then we become it. That's that fucking light bulb. Messages for the rabbit. Services. This is that service to self, provide service to others. Oh my fucking God. This is going deeper in the rabbit hole. This is where the passion in the fucking heart is lit. This ain't a game. This is not a drill. All right. I feel like I'm like bringing in the flight. All right. Woo! Like, woo! Hold me down. I'm taking flight right now. I am taking flight right now. Holy shit. I feel like the intuition is coming up with the animal. So we're gonna do this a little backwards. So it's like, I'm going to use what I normally use for the instinct as the intuition, because it's like literally on the precipice of fucking change, right? It's right there. Oh my God. Ownership of self. An animal does not second guess itself. A flower doesn't second guess itself, and if it does, it dies. Nature. Divine feminine energy, the intuition, the feminine consciousness, the depth. Message of divinity. The hawks are known to carry the messages of divinity. It might seem light and subtle, irrational, or chaotic, but do not take these messages lightly. The friction and chaos causes beautiful, beautiful change. Oh my gosh. This is that I am what I pretended to be, because that's my natural state. Like, that's my natural state of being, but I block myself from that. I'm not doing that anymore. This is the message received. Within your intuition, you felt something shift. Spiritual freedom from the past that keeps burning you. Now, horse is always spiritual freedom. The hawk is the all-seeing messenger of divinity. All-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk will watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as a bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you. Strange encounters, eh? Fate has its eyes on you. And the winds are shifting. It is said the hawk carries news upon its wings that's sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, and though it may seem small or insignificant, like empty words, like you may discard as empty words or dramatic happenings, the message should not be taken lightly, and it will eventually redirect your course to spiritual freedom from the past that burns you. And we're going to start with the fire ants. This is something you learn from. This is something you learn from by not honoring your emotions. Aggression, rigid thinking, following direct orders. Oh, those thoughts, those external values from others, this is the fucking ownership of self, possession of self. Whoa! Victory at hand! Oh, I like a grenade. I like it. This flares up without us even noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. This is where we get addicted to people telling us what we want to hear. So we're in some way, shape, or form getting what we want. Feeding your fears, just ego stroking the fuck out of you. It's time to set that shit on fire. Gossiping and blaming others, justifying our own poor behaviors are a few indicators of this misaligned fire ant energy. Liar, liar, pants on fire! Woo! Oh, this is the horse. I'm gonna fucking woo! Ah! Woo! Energy, energy, energy alert, energy alert. I'm gonna just wanna smack the screen! Oh, energy alert, energy alert. All right. Simmer. Somebody put some dirt on my flames. You may find yourself stewing on a person or a situation, only making things worse, focusing on what you didn't get. Oh, you didn't get what you want? Oh, your false feelings that you created in fear got hurt? Oh, shame. Zero sympathy for evil. How do you break free from this drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Do not pretend that this heat isn't getting to you. This passion isn't getting to you. That's burning away all those lies you tell yourself. Oh, you must have hugged a grenade. I didn't know I was biting sunshine. Yeah, most people don't, but the effects have the same regardless. Freedom. Ooh, rare and free indeed. I wonder what will happen next. This is the earth that's coming in and putting down the flames. I even want to like snuff like a horse. What is that called? That where they Like, interesting. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us momentum, so reliable, so supportive that we can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. This is the faith in self through the fear. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our own energy through practice, mental and emotional stamina. Yep. When you're in balance, you achieve anything and you never give up. When you're out of balance, you run away and you feel weak. You're also a liar, liar, pants on fire. Not anymore. We writing a new story now, motherfucker. Metamorphosis, rejuvenation. Back to source you go. What's the source? Self. What's the source? Self. Where do you find yourself? In every single one of your emotions, in the state of faith. Nurturing. That's direct change in the environment. That's a physical change. That comes from that light bulb going off. Finding the source within. The source of your own cool elixir within. This is also a symbol of power in the desert. It's a symbol of the wise. It's a symbol of true power, like individual power and individual leadership. This is what you call in my root of wisdom. You know what? Tree wisdom. They're showing me tree wisdom. Let's just get it out. There it is. I literally went to it. It's the quickening. It's the physical body. It's the self. Oh my God! I just said that! Woo! Spirit! Yes! High five. Most def. Get them again. All right. You can never really teach a warrior about the unknown with words. You must use experience. They gotta hug the grenade. Woo! Ah! Scary. Yeah. If you look into the eyes of a woman with power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth, intuition ahead of you. However, her eyes will quicken you like a river headed right for the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind. You don't have to understand it to love it, to comfort it, to support it, and grow it. Listen with your heart. Be open. If a camel is walking down a path and another camel passes him, a camel walking down the path and another camel passes him, that first camel is going to go faster, right? Yep. That's how real power works. You don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and control to move in a stronger vibration of power, which is trust of oneself. The painting is entitled The Search Party. It symbolizes a journey of discovery through the sacred lands of the South. Oh, the inner self. Oh, the underworld. Oh, the dead self. Oh, the shadow. Oh. The universe is captured by the mountains, their sandstone speaking in the ancient quality of sacredness. Meanwhile, the universality of power hovers as a sphere in the void, the great mystery. To find power and enlightenment, you must quicken your vibration to a higher level of letting go of negative thought patterns. Letting go of negative thought patterns, the camel. Spirit. Dude, buddy. Oh, we besties. You. We got a winner. Winner! Victory dinner! Yep. Inspired. The light in the darkness, gaining the light, the illumination, the strength, the power, the trust in self through the grief. Oh, fearless. Light bulb. Remember that light bulb Misty was talking about? That light bulb. It's like a light bulb. Here's that light bulb. Anybody else see a light bulb? I see a light bulb. There's a light bulb. It's a light bulb. Light bulb to what? Self-mastery, the self-mastery of the horse and the lion. This is pure leadership skills right here. I'm going to read the lion for you. That's the passion. Oh, oh, Lordy, troubles are gone. Nobody knows my troubles have gone. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little excited. I'm a big pill. Most people can't swallow it. The lion. You ain't no liar, liar, pants on fire anymore. You a lion, not lying. Okay, you're a lion, not lying. Woo! Spirit, you got jokes like a motherfucker. This is patient, regal, complete master. You're patient with what? Uncomfortable emotions that you cannot change, fix, or manipulate. You're just gonna have to comfort the shit out of that. Warrior. Mental and emotional warrior. You can't be a half-stepping ass warrior. You either a warrior or you a liar. You can't half step. You cannot serve two masters. All right. The lion is the master of the fire element passion, and is a living mascot of self-transformation. Light bulb. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication will inspire some and intimidate others. And then there's the unknown third option. How about both? All right, yeah. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by very few. Leo energy, actually. Some mistake the lion as hard to assess or aloof, yet those with a keener eye, the eye of the heart, the open heart, know better. Lions are observant, they are stealthy, and they are precise with their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources on false sympathy for evil or shame of self. No, hell no. And we don't second guess ourselves over here. They do not waste that energy. This card reminds us that self-mastery, self-discipline, not control, is available to all of us no matter where our quest begins and no matter what age our quest begins. The epitome of peace and strength within oneself. That's the trust of self. And when you're out of balance, you're withdrawn and take life way too fucking serious. That's that fucking liar, liar, pants on fire. Message received and message delivered. Hug that grenade. Light bulb. What's the message on the hawk here? Or relatability to the message of the hawk. You know, this is the collective message. You feel, take what resonates. You know it feels. All right? Truth is felt. You overanalyze it, you discard the truth. All right? Truth is felt. It is witnessed through the senses, not through getting what you want. Not through entitlement. It is witnessed in truth. Message of the hawk. Personal responsibility. Yeah, Mr. Meerkat. Mr. Meerkat, that's responsibility to, wait a minute, I am what I pretended to be, and my responsibility is to go through these fears that prevent me from staying in this vibration of trust in myself. I trusted myself to get what I wanted. Now trust myself to protect, honor, love, discover. Discover! You can't discover shit, assuming shit, controlling shit, fearing shit. You better go through that fear with the trust of self. Oh, hell yeah, that's a personal responsibility. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Tell me about that. Oh, you're going to tell me about that, are you? You lied to yourself about your own happiness. You fearing your own happiness. Emotions. Fearing the emotions is the cause of your grief. Liar, liar, pants on fire. But what if I'm happy and then it's gone? Well, next adventure. Why are you afraid of adventures? Why are you afraid of experience? Why are you afraid of thrill-seeking self? Ridiculous. I say ridiculous, and that's why the horse is here to free you with the imagination. The horse is here to free you with the imagination. Look, The horse with the horse. This is spiritual freedom. That's a soul. That is a soul that just got like freedom. No fucking way right now. Those are two different fucking decks. Only one horse in each one of these fucking decks. My head is gonna pop off my shoulders right now. It's just gonna go. It's just gonna go. Goodbye, head. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, skepticism. Goodbye. Goodbye, criticism. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Freedom. To be truly free, we must learn true independence, ownership of self. Own your dream. Trust yourself. As listening to people who may have other agendas is not the way to make good, clear decisions. Oh, so you've been going to your low vibrational friends that don't trust themselves, that don't honor themselves, that don't respect themselves, and getting their thoughts and opinions about yourself, right? Oh, because that's leadership of self. Why don't you possess yourself and take some personal responsibility? Woo! Shit! Slap a hoe! I will. I'm from a slap a hoe tribe. Ooh. Oh, these are not ways to make good, clear decisions for yourself. Individualization from our parents, from our peers, from our teachers is a natural process. Although it is often fraught with difficulty on both sides, your true power resides in your ability to always know what feels best for you and have a choice and make it your own. What feels best for you? Oh my God. Sweet baby Jeebus. Metamorphosis, the cleansing and renewal, releasing of the old shit, the old self, the fucking fear. How do you release fear? Well, it's a natural emotion, so the only way to release something is to trust yourself and go through it. Would you look at that? It's gone. When fear has nothing to hunt or possess, when it has nothing to possess, it eats itself. All right? Power of the camel, the quickening of the spirit. Ooh, snappity, snap, snap, snap again. Oh, remember that sunshine I told you about? Oh, yeah, that. And the responsibility comes with reliability. When you take responsibility for yourself, you become reliable. Reliable, accountable, loyal, trustworthy. Oh, what? Trustworthy when you trust yourself. The power of the camel, trusting itself. It doesn't stop because the other camel isn't up to par. No, it keeps on going, and that toddler that's back here throwing a fit's gonna get its shit up and fucking go. Oh, you mad at me because you can't get what you want? Well, how about you fucking get your shit up and fucking come get what you want? Oh, look at that. Trust ourselves. Independence. Woo. Oh, that feels good. Reliability of the goat and grounding the spiritual sun. We don't climb mountains. We don't carry mountains. We climb them. And if you look, he's protecting something down here. This is spiritual protection. This goat is spiritual protection. He's also got the wisdom. Okay, I see that beard here. Now, the beard for me is all about something a wisdom of sorts that you've gained. And it's not about hair on your fucking face. Okay, it's about patience. It's a reflection. It's about patience. It's about beauty. It's about this has something to do with your patience with your physical self. So the thought before action, observer of thoughts, basically. Is this a thought from the past, an old pattern from the past? This is how you change. You start observing. So even in mid-action, you don't focus on the problem. You catch yourself, and then you focus on the solution. That's the difference. It's quick. It's quick. It ain't stopping it. And we no, it leads by example. It does not lead by force. This is the goat. It's the reliability to itself, right? And in that, it's reliable to others. It shines, right? It shines. This is that fucking light bulb. Light bulb. Is your word reliable? Can you be counted on? Can you be trusted? Make your way successful step by step, steady as she goes. In the now, nourish yourself, comfort yourself. We should climb mountains and not carry them. Goats pulled God Thor's chariot in the stories compiled in the 13th century. The Chariot, moving forward, Cancer energy too. That's definitely emotions. Dawn came and Thor laid all the bones upon the skin so they could reassemble magically into the living, whatever the fuck that is. However, Thor noticed one of the goats had a lame leg, and Thor became very angry. He became angry because his goat was hurt, knowing that someone had cracked one of the leg bones when he had given them their word on the contrary. Oh, so you broke my goat's leg. You broke my goat's heart when you had promised you would not do that. You made a fucking promise. Are you accountable to your word? Oh my God. Frightened by the god's anger, they admitted their guilt and offered himself and his sister to the god as his servants, as his protection, as the service. The service to self is the service to others. Thor quieted his anger and agreed, and this is how one of Thor's goats became lame, but still remained powerful and steady. It became lame, but powerful and steady. Frightened by the god's anger, which is the one that is protecting this vulnerability, right? That was broken. This trust that was broken. It was a trust that was broken. The trust of the feminine consciousness. So instead of trusting it, it took the power away from it, right? It decided to cage a camel. No, you don't cage a camel. The camel gets its own power from within. And this is where it's something has been recognized. It's been valued. It's been harnessed. This is that own dream. This is where you collect your power. You collect your own dream. You honor yourself. You trust yourself. That's fucking beautiful. Tell me about the inspiration here. The inspiration is life's purpose. This is my purpose. I was born to do this. You feel it. It's felt. It's movement. You feel it in your blood. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your flesh. It's not something that you're like, ooh, fancy. This is, ooh, intense. Right? Yeah, it's life's purpose. And it comes from a place of equality. Right? The marriage, the union between the thought and the emotion, the instinct that trusts the intuition instead of trusting the fears it's been taught. Yep. Its instinct is to protect itself. Yes, but what are you protecting? The possession of self or the possession of a fear that doesn't belong to you? Oh, that you claimed as your own and justified and blamed others for. Not anymore. Clean slate. New chapter. New chapter. Forgiveness and love of self right here. New chapter. And I'm going to pull the masculine energy for this. Masculine energy. I'm going to use two things for you as well. All right, here we go. Thought, instinct, pulling this. This is that action, that taking lead from this knowing. All right, unknown knowing. Unknown knowing. Imagine that. Can't prove it, but it's definitely evidence with grace. It's felt. There's no physical false evidence appearing as real. That fear that you need to prove yourself based and blah, 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 blah. No, you feel this shit. All right, this is the action. It's weird how I'm using the feminine as the masculine and the masculine as the feminine. It's so nice how they can swap roles when there's no separation and fear. It's so nice. Being able to be free. Masculine on the bottom of the deck. Personal responsibility here with the message of divinity. Your personal responsibility is to release things that do not feel good to your soul. This is also reciprocity. Giving and receiving naturally. Personal responsibility. What you give out is your responsibility. What you give out is what you're willing to receive, no matter what you receive, right? That's why you need to trust yourself. The happiness, right, that you lie to yourself about, that you fear. The happiness that you lie to yourself about, that you fear, is your higher wisdom. And it's not peace at all times and comfortable emotions. Your happiness comes from your trust of self in all states of self. Ownership of self, the possession of yourself, the higher wisdom, the possession of self in the body. The freedom of the horse, please. Tell me about this. The freedom of the horse comes from a self-reflection. The higher self-reflection, the deeper you go, the higher you go. Taking personal accountability for yourself right there. Tell me about the release, the metamorphosis, releasing the limitations of the minds, its long list of fears and aversions, its wants, not its entitlement, its victim mentality. It's a fucking victim mentality of entitlement, of getting what it wants and having control. Following direct orders. Fuck you. This is a realization that that is not my natural self. And this is a metamorphosis and a cleanse. It may even be crying. To cleanse that. It's a rejuvenation of the spirit within the flesh. Tell me about the goat here. Grounding the spiritual sun. The goat with grounding the spiritual sun and the self-empowerment of the camel, right? The self-empowerment. The eyes of power right there. That's called self-love. The toddler that's throwing a fit. The newly awakened heart that's throwing a fit on the sidewalk is going to get its fucking ass up and move itself. And that's called self-empowerment. Woe is the person who relies on others for external opinions. These are those fucking, I'll stroke your ego and enable you to be a fucking victim. I don't even want those kind of friends. Those ain't friends. Those are fucking misery loves company buses. No thanks. Take that shit show right on down the road. No train wreck. This ain't your station. Self-love. Radical self-love is necessary. Empowerment is from the inside out. Do not compare yourselves to others. You start your change with the focus of self-love. No, we're not supposed to be comparing. We're supposed to be relating, right? Compassion. Sometimes we feel we're not enough. Sometimes we're even told we're not enough by our own voice or the voices of others, our culture. Not smart enough, not pretty enough, not powerful enough, not talented enough, not good enough at what we choose to do, not ambitious enough, not experienced enough, not curvy enough, not thin enough, not glamorous enough, not tough enough, not porn star enough, not enough of a lady, not enough of a gentleman, and as a result, all that makes us loathe ourselves and love ourselves, not enough. Then there's the opposite of that. We're too something, too tall, too short, too fat, too thin, too wrinkly, too pimply, too old, too young, too quiet, too mouthy, too noticeable, too opinionated, too much trouble, full stop. Is it any wonder why any of us feel so much self-loathing and dissatisfaction with self when we have all that fear within our flesh? You need to speak to the God or the goddess within you, whatever floats your boat, and ask for help. Listen to all the crazy misdemeanors, the lies that your mind will try to throw at you in fear, and hug those untruths like a crying puppy and soothe the reasons why they're there. And know that you're doing the best that you can do, and you are not your past, and you can soothe yourself, and more importantly, you can move on. Parent yourself. Not through obedience, but through pleasure of experience, adventure. Know that this comparison craziness is just a diversion from knowing yourself really well and discovering amazing, delicious aspects that are entirely satisfying. Focus on you and not others, and discover what you really might like changing, if anywhere or anything, and for your own personal benefit, and fucking commit to it instead of pretending to be something you're not, which you actually are, and then you fucking fall short. No half-stepping asses, okay? True power and happiness comes from the inside out, like an unfurling spiral. Woe is the person who relies on opinions of others to gain happiness and self-measure. Choose you. Choose self-love. That made me nauseous to read that. The purpose of self. With the firefly. Internal growth. Holy hell. Welcome to the power of self. The lion energy. The pleasure in releasing anything that does not support the message of divinity, the truth, right? Any fear, releasing any fear that does not support the pleasure you have in your own divinity, the pleasure of self. Inside, not based off what you're feeding your vanity, but what you're feeding your needs. Tell me. Shift in the perception. This is the precipice of change, that pause before action. Yep. That's that air guardian that comes in. Ooh, that light bulb. The higher wisdom here that you learn from lying. What did you learn from lying? Oh, we have definitely gained some information here. We've learned about our internal happiness and what it means to honor that. And now we have to release this old shit and rest. Oh my fucking God. Release the old and rest. We've learned to not take things so seriously and to release things that come into our sphere that do not hold that value, that feeling. No matter what I want or the idea I have of it, if it doesn't feel, there's nothing, you don't have control over others. It either is or it isn't, and it isn't. So don't be obligated to an idea. Be passionate about a feeling, not obligated to a thought, okay? That's the difference right here. Releasing the obligation to thoughts and opening the passion, right? Yeah, definitely. That's the freedom. Passionate about its own feelings, releasing the need to be right, releasing the need to get what it wants, releasing the victim mentality. This self-reflection in the horse is giving you the ability to be a peacekeeper, letting go of the need to be right, the ability to comfort even grief, even what you can't understand. The realization of this release of the fear that holds you back from your true self. The guardian angel. You're angelic. You're divine. You're not alone. You are felt. You are not alone. The power of personal responsibility to our self-love that shines out into others. How we serve ourselves is how we serve others. When we trust ourselves in that, others can trust us. Reliable too. Trusting in the instincts, the intuition, and the instincts, the higher wisdom, the inner self. The animal does not second guess itself. It's the ownership of self, the growth in this light of self, the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved at the depth of yourself in all states of self through trust. Wow. You are a warrior of light. Be fearless and stand strong. Be fearless and stand strong, and then a wind gust blows and my bicycle blows over, and it's been sitting out back for days now, and it has been standing up in the wind, and it literally just blew over. Let's get a roomie and we'll call it a day. Owning yourself, possession of self through positive thoughts of one's own natural emotional response. Does that mean we act in fear? No, we honor the fact that we feel that, and we move from trusting that this fear is either rational or irrational, right? Like if the fear is not preventing you from imminent death, it is irrational fear, and it's probably stemming from a value that does not honor your own needs. So you remove it. Ownership of self. Become the possessive God within. Freedom. Writing the new story. Commitment takes commitment. Would you look at that? Oh. No, it's scary. Look at it again. It's not scary. Why is it scary? No, because you've been living a lie. That's why. We don't want to live lies anymore. 31. 31. The awakened heart is like a lantern. You keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. This is those false desires, temptations. You know, the things that come with a nice thought but don't have a good feeling. Also, your friends or your misery that loves company bus that, you know, is enabling you to blame others, shame others, guilt others, right? We are candles lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter. Here in the temple of one love, there is no flickering or smoke to our flame. The end of the union, one love, union, marriage between the thought and the feeling. There is no smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring warmth and light of love to life. We dance, though we are still. We are on fire, though we do not burn. Feel the fire become the flame. There is a flame that must be safeguarded, and in truth, it can never be extinguished. It is the light that never goes out. Even with such enduring power, our recognition and respect of this flame is essential to human development. This flame is holy and lies within each human heart. It is the passion. When the flame is recognized for its worth, for what it is, for its value of self, it ceases to flicker in smoke, becoming very still, and in the stillness the light can fulfill its destiny, its purpose to shine brightly, so as to reveal every path absolutely clear without wavering and in fluctuation or fear of attachment. Fear and attachment. Desire does not have to be a hindrance on this path. It can show us our passions and help us find purpose. However, the attachment that can come with the desire, the entitlement to get what we want that comes with desire, the belief that is sated with only one particular person or a set of circumstance can cause us to stop looking for what the light is actually revealing to us, the truth is revealing to us. The way forward on our path and here and now, and instead we try to forcibly conjure the shadows to become what we imagine them they should be. This is, we try to we wish something was different. We wish some kind of truth was different, and we blame ourselves and we get stuck in some kind of false mistake. I don't know. It's really not good. We stop seeing life as it is and showing up for us every moment and engaging with it as it is right here. We become careless with the light of our heart and the light of others' hearts. Our huffing and our puffing to force what does not need to be forced can cause the heart light to flicker and waver. And this is when we're obligated to thoughts instead of passionate about feelings. Oh my God. This will make our way seem uncertain, and the doubts will crowd in upon us, and the light is compromised in its purpose, its value. We forget to trust in what is because we get caught up in the attachment and fear surrounding our desires, fear of loss. Fear of what if I'm happy and then it's taken away and then you just don't even experience happy. That's fucking ridiculous. Quit robbing yourself of your experience. Let life move you. There's a way forward on this life path that needs to be seen by you and felt right now, and it would be helpful for you to have clarity and certainty and decision. You might have already caught a glimpse of it and be doubting your vision or even yourself, and the oracle comes as a reminder to you not to doubt. What you are feeling deep within the passionate love of your heart light is true. It is real. You are being led into the progress of life itself, and you must trust this, even if it seems at times as though you are being led away from your own vision. You're being led away from temptation, my loves. Life operates according to the genius that is beyond linear approach and narratives agendas. It is to be trusted rather than understood. There is enough challenge in personal transformation, the mastery of self being asked of you to simply take the steps. That is more than enough. You do not have to control the terrain nor determine the map of the journey. You simply need to take each step that presents itself to you in each moment. Do not let fear that the desire won't manifest because you try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle and one that will not serve your soul here. Instead, just show up and be present and attend to what is before you in each and every moment and trust yourself. Let the light of your heart take you into serenity that will bring you to the balm of the solid core of comfort. Even the will shifts around you and changes according to the workings of divine will. Sometimes in chaos you can't quite understand. And as you move along your life journey step by step, what the divine will is moving you as well, shining one into fulfillment of your destiny. Life is not working at a cross purpose with you, my love, far from it. It is the co-conspirator with your heart, and your mind just acts against it. Come back to the stillness of the love within you and know your heart light to be what it is, reliable and true, showing you the way even now in peace and in stillness amongst the chaos. Literally everything I said in the beginning of the reading. Thank you, Rumi. I love you guys and have a beautiful day.